Welcome to Two Sisters, Two Mics, the Unapologetic podcast. I'm Rhonda.
And I'm Marie. And we're two very close sisters that live far apart.
We invite you to eavesdrop on our private chats and rages about everything. Life, mothers, relationships. It's all here.
Let's have a laugh.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Today's a nothing day, so nothing's really scheduled, which is nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Do you still do stuff around the house though when nothing's scheduled?
Of course I do. I'm staring at a laundry basket right now, going, I'm going to be doing that later today, and I might do some preparation for camping today. Actually, I will do that. I think I will do that. But, it's going to be a hot day, so we'll go swimming later on.
Where?
We've been alternating between the ocean and the river. So
that's lovely.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
We did the river yesterday, which was really nice because it was only 24 degrees, but enough to go for a swim. But once I was there, I was like, I don't know if I want to go for a swim because the river's super cold. Mm-hmm. So when we got there, Mimi's friends were there and one of their moms. So Mimi went swimming down the river with her friends. So it was perfect. And I just did a quick dip at the end. But today we'll go to the ocean.
I wish we could go with you today.
I wish you could come with us every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every day.
Oh, well, it's going to happen soon.
I know. Do you want to spend lots of time at the ocean?
I want to spend lots of time. I don't care. I just want to be free and fancy footed. Is that what you say? Fancy foot and free?
That's what you say.
What does it mean, fancy foot? Like,
I know free, but fancy foot? I don't know.
Not even a thing.
Fancy foot.
Well, it is now. I want to be fancy foot and free. I just want to go with the flow. Like, I was just realizing how much I want to be flowy with whatever occurs.
Yeah.
Like that hiccup that happened when we were trying to float, and Jamie was trying to put the canoe racks on, but they were new racks, and like we had to pick up the girls at a certain time because we had to go to a doctor's appointment in Midway, so we were going to drive all of the family to Midway. She could go to her doctor's appointment, then we were going to float. But then he's putting these canoe racks on. He had days to do this. He chooses like an hour and a half before we're going. And of course, it's not working. And then And then finally he has the old canoe rack on and then gets the canoe on. And I'm packing the girls' shit, thinking we should have picked them up early just so that they could come home and get dressed. Like all this stuff, not like really like going with the flow, but ends up like you're unorganized, and then you start you're like rushing, but then in that moment I could have just maybe gone more with the flow. But there's something about worrying about time. I think that makes things not as fancy foot and free and go with the flow when there's a deadline. But even if there's a deadline, like fuck time. I hate time. Like you have to get everywhere on time, and I kind of hate that. I kind of just want to not have time ever.
I've struggled with that because I'm a little bit of a control freak in almost every facet of life, and the time factor thing is one of those things. And one of the sayings we have in our house is slow is fast and fast is slow. So
yeah.
When I got the overview of how many times we were late at school over the year.
Oh, this is a thing.
It's a thing. We were like many, many, many days late. Many days
like
late.
Like how late?
Anywhere from 10 minutes to half an hour.
whatever. That's another thing. It's like, fuck being on time, even to school. Like, whatever.
Well, it's
The
such
fact
an
that you
old
got up and
school.
uh, it's
It's
an
such
old
a,
program. It's an
that's what I
old
was, yeah,
program. Everything's an old program.
I know.
Everything.
I know
Maybe not everything, but like
a lot.
a lot.
But that's the thing.
And what we
Mhm.
mean by program is like things that are set up that are created to tell us what has to happen in order for there to be it just what expectations, like cultural expectations
Hmm. Hmm.
and
Of what
ideas
is
of
right
what
and
we
what is
think is
not
right.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So I have been going back and forth with, oh, it's okay. Let's just take our time. We'll get there when we'll get there, with, we got to go now and get there on time. So I think it depends where I'm going, because my work is so fancy free and whatever you were saying.
Fancy foot and free.
Fancy foot and free. I think, or is it fancy foot and free with when I can arrive, because they're so understanding of parenting and what it takes to get people to school and
Which is
schedules.
amazing because you manifested that because you had the
Mm-hmm.
exact opposite in your other job. So you are a maniac manifester.
I am. I am.
Maniac
I
manifester.
am a maniac manifester. So, anyways, with that though, I feel like I've just been really relaxed with it. Like I'll float into work at 8:30 some days. The first patient's at 8 o'clock.
Hmm.
But I've got that flexibility because there's two of us at the front. So the other receptionist is always there on time because her kids are all grown up and she's been there for 15 years. And I have that flexibility. So,
Yeah.
anyways, what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to deal with the whole time thing as well. And it's not, I think when for most of the year you've got all these schedules and all these things set up that you need to get to, and then all of a sudden summer hits and you don't have those schedules, how long does it take for you to relax with that? With the no schedule thing, even if you have a doctor's appointment. Like we have an ortho appointment today at 4:15, and I have to make sure I'm there on time because that's the respectable thing to do because they're going to
Well,
see 100
yeah.
patients.
Yeah.
So I
No, that
should get
that
there on
makes
time,
yes, of
right?
course. Those things make sense.
Yeah.
But if it's like, yeah, I know. Time does matter for certain things for sure.
Yeah.
But it's also when people get so uptight about having to be right on time. You know, the world doesn't work that way because shit happens
Yeah.
as well, right?
You know what Elle's grade 7 teacher would make people do when they were late? She's a piece of work. She's a piece of
Ah.
work. This is just a tip of the iceberg of what she was
Uh-huh.
like all year. She would say, "Oh, hi, Elle. How nice of you to join us. Why don't you tell the rest of the class why you're late?"
Oh, what a bitch.
Like
I was
every
late
time.
because I took a giant dump and I missed the toilet and then I had to clean it up
And I
and
didn't
it's all
know
over my
this.
hands. Do you want to smell, Mrs. Pooh Head? That's
Yeah,
gross. That was gross.
that
Sorry.
was gross. That was gross. But point taken. Point taken. I didn't know this till the end of the year. Otherwise, I would have given her a bunch of great excuses to arrive with. But I don't think she would have used them because she's too sweet.
What's up with your dog?
She's barking. She's barking. And I can go and bring her inside if she continues.
No, it's fine. So back to like when we had to pick up our kids.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have done a redo when I picked them up. Jamie was like, "Okay, go get the kids because his transmission now was not working."
Of
Which he
course.
knew. He knew his transmission was going. Yet we thought we could go drive 40 minutes on the highway with a truck that with the transmission is starting to go with a canoe on top. And the kids and such. So then I had to go get the kids and I was amped up. And I wish I could have just been, "Hey girls, let's go. We're gonna go home. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the truck," and like been chill. Like I probably If I could have like been like had the I just smoked a joint mentality. Right?
Which some people have naturally.
I know. And I real that's what I'm saying. I really want to kind of get there because it made them upset and all amped up
Yes.
because
Yes.
I was.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they
yeah.
immediately sensed it from me.
Hmm.
And I wanted them to try to understand why I was like that and not get upset with me, but they don't have that capacity and they were just upset because I was upset and I just was, it just made things worse.
Yeah.
And it was just, but I did say, I'm like, I'm feeling this way because of this, and that was after the fact, and I wish I could have been more relaxed or whatever.
Who did you say that to?
I can't remember. I think it might have been April.
Yourself in an empty room.
Yeah, sometimes that's all that really matters, right?
Yeah, that is good thing to do with yourself, but that repair is really important, and that's good that
Yes.
you said that.
Yeah, just being real, and I'm finding I'm doing that more and more. Like
Hmm.
when my kids say something and it's absolutely ridiculous, or they're calling something that I did, instead of getting like super defensive or like upset, I'm like, yeah, yeah, maybe you're right. I could have been more like that for sure. And
Hmm.
being soft and gentle with myself in front of them
Hmm.
because I can see how that will be helpful for myself
That
and my kids.
that's huge.
Yeah.
That's so huge.
So look, AI told me the phrase footloose and fancy free. It's a thing.
Footloose.
Footloose and fancy free. What was I
What were
calling
you
it?
calling it? Fancy feet?
Free and now I don't even know.
Footloose and fancy free is the
Yeah.
word is the way.
Listen, it means to be free of responsibilities and obligations, particularly romantic ones, and to and to be free to do as one pleases. Maybe that's really what I want deep down subconsciously. That's what I
Yeah, that is totally what you want.
It suggests a state of being unattached and without commitments, often associated with youth or a period of life before settling down.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
that's funny.
That is the truth. Thanks,
I don't know.
AI.
I kind of like my family commitments. I'm definitely settling into it.
That's good.
It's just easier now, right? The age,
Yeah. Oh, it's
it's
it's a great
easier.
age. Yeah.
Me and Jamie have been going for hikes together a lot, especially since they were
Really?
going to camp. Yeah, we the last 2 mornings we've been up and walking with the dog, just two of us.
Wow. That's really, really, what's the word? Groundbreaking?
Well, it's kind of like we're cycling back to what it used to be like before we
Yeah.
had kids. Like
Yeah.
we're spending time together in a
Yeah.
different way than
Yeah.
we without kids around.
Yeah. That's great.
And the thing is, we could have been making that happen more and more, but this it's situational. Like we didn't value it, I guess. We
Could
didn't
have,
value
would
it.
have, should have. I don't
Yeah.
like any of those words.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. I know. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Corey and I aren't there.
Hmm.
Although I find we're being more playful with each other now.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think that's happening?
I think for the same reasons. The kids aren't around as much. They're more getting more independent. I feel also we're getting older. My mindset, you know, coming from that earlier conversation we had about how you view where you're at will affect how you are,
Yeah.
or how you view your world will affect how you are. Like, I've kind of done a bit of a mindset switch on lots of things, a few things. For example, like the whole negative attitude that is so comes to me so easily. over certain things, I notice it right away and then I switch it.
Hmm.
So the perspective gets switched, and then I look at things more on a lighter, brighter side, and then that changes things dramatically. So I feel like
That's groundbreaking.
it's been really helpful,
Yeah.
really, really, really helpful. Um, Again, it's wanting to be the best mom that I can be and have the, you know, be the best mom, best role model, have the best life, just trying to live your best life.
Yeah. Under the circumstances.
Tired of wishing things were different and just
Oh, that's
being,
so huge.
yeah, I'm just so sick of that.
I was just talking to Eliza about that, my other really good friend, because I was like going back to like wishing I wasn't married
Mm-hmm.
um, with Jamie and feeling like I was in the wrong place. And focus, that was such a huge focus. And it was almost like that focus that I was having about this isn't right. I'm not where I should be. He's the worst person for me. I'm miserable. It was bringing in people around me to confirm that.
Mm-hmm.
There was people like Nicole was like, he's not right for you. Even the psychic lady was like bringing that
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And another woman was like, I would, and then it made me feel even more shameful for where I was because there was these
Mm-hmm.
outside sources that were confirming it. And as soon as I no decided that I no longer wanted to feel bad about where I was, things things just shift.
Yeah.
And I don't even know when I don't even know if it was like a conscious decision or I don't even know like the moment that I was like, well, I don't want to feel this way anymore. It just changed. I don't even know how.
And how doesn't really matter.
It
And
doesn't.
and just to be grateful for it. I'm just really, and not to say that I'm like floating on clouds until and being Miss Positivity all the time. Like
Birds
that's
aren't
just
landing on your arm and
and singing me a song. you know,
one
I'm not
day.
not Mary Poppins over here, but I'm definitely um again older and wiser. Not as old as some, but definitely feeling a little wiser and settling down, just not being so strong. Some days I'm super strong still, but
What do you mean strong?
strung,
Oh, strung. Okay.
strung,
Yeah.
high
More
strung.
high strung.
Yeah. And I think that it's directly related to what I'm absorbing from my environment. When the kids are uptight or getting anxious or showing upset, or even anyone,
Mm-hmm.
I start to feel that. And then
Mm-hmm.
I show signs of anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
I do have anxiety. I show signs of anxious, just behavior that is that. Like I'll just get up and start doing the dishes or start doing chores. I'll just
Mm-hmm.
chore away just
Mm-hmm.
because of the energy that I'm feeling in the house. Um,
Yeah.
but I can't blame that on the house either. That's also me. Like I need to slow down
It's your
myself.
you see it as you can make it either your weakness or your strength.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
you're starting to make it your strength because then it becomes a signpost for you about what needs to happen in your world for you. And then you
Mm-hmm.
can hold space for the people around you because you
Mm-hmm.
completely affect the people around you just as much as they affect you.
Mm-hmm.
I always used to think that you were always so like unaffected, which is so funny. Like the
Well,
way
I
that,
had to put
yeah, the
on that
way,
persona.
well, yeah, the way that you could like party, the way that you could like just it seemed like you just could hold that kind of space and not be affected
And
by,
what do you mean though? That I could just party?
like, you could just keep partying and it wouldn't affect you.
In what way it wouldn't affect me?
Like, it wouldn't bring you down. Like, you had this stamina.
Well, I did party for years and years, and I had that kind of rolling thing going, right? And then when I stopped, it caught up.
Yeah. But yeah. So it did, but I don't know. I don't know what
It,
I'm trying to say. I just feel like you have the ability to be strong. And it's funny that I'm using partying as an example.
that is really funny. That is
I
that
find that like a strength that you can like withhold this way of being among all of the chaos, I guess.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
So you
is.
can do that even in,
Yeah.
I think you can hold a strength in chaos.
Well, I learned that at a very, very young age.
Yeah. Because I'm different. In chaos, I crumble very quickly,
Hmm.
very quickly.
I do have a limit. I do
Everyone
have,
does.
I've got a
Yeah.
limit, and then I can explode if it's too much.
Right. Yeah. So
Um,
maybe
so
you,
between holding my own and the explosion is the recognition that I need to
hmm
practice to take steps away
yeah.
before the explosion. And I know that.
Or see things for what they are. They're good, that bigger perspective and picture,
Yeah. And not take it on,
not take it on.
which is what I also learned to do at a very young
Yeah.
age.
Or
I
not
took on
create.
responsibilities that
Yeah.
weren't mine. I took on um, huge responsibilities that weren't mine, and thinking I could control and make things better, and
hmm Or thought that it was your fault too.
or thought that it was my fault. Yeah. So I got a very thank you for that. I got another really nice compliment from Corey. And I don't know if I shared this with you during one of our huge fights, which was the take the wedding photos off the wall fight.
hmm
I He said, if I had your stamina and your drive, I would be a millionaire.
Wow.
And I was just aghast at that comment
Yeah.
because I had always, up until that point, thought that he thought, and this is really important, that he thought that I was
Too much?
either too much or didn't have anything really figured out.
Mm,
And that was just me.
that's what you thought.
That's what I thought.
hmm
And I projected that onto him, which
hmm
of course, created upset and communication difficulties and so on and so forth. So that big argument with him was a pivotal moment in our marriage of what I thought our marriage was. And it changed everything. The pictures I still haven't put up on the wall, there's only two compared to 10.
I
Because I
still
took,
am,
hmm?
I'm still not wearing my wedding ring.
You're still not wearing your wedding ring.
No.
Wow, that's a big one to me.
It's a representation. Sorry, I cut you off though.
No, go.
It's a representation of a shift in what I was in this marriage, I think, or what I think this marriage is. So I'm in the void with it. And the void being a space of all options are open right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the void have doesn't my wedding ring doesn't belong on my finger right now because of that. That's the only
Mm-hmm.
way I can explain it right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My idea of my commitment to my life and what that looks like
Mm-hmm.
is shifting.
Where does marriage fit into your life and who you
Yeah.
are?
And what does marriage, because marriage is another program.
Mm-hmm.
What we think marriage should look like,
Yeah.
what that ring represents.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I know that it's what I thought it was and where I put myself and how I put myself in that is changed. And I think you taking those pictures off the wall is another act.
Symbolistic. Yeah.
of that,
Mm-hmm.
figuring out what that is. But it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean I'm gonna like I'm leaving to chase
Yeah.
away to find something else better.
Mm-hmm. No, it's made everything better actually in our marriage. That
Hmm.
realization of my role, his role, what I thought he
Yeah. The
thought of me,
expectations are now
all of it has
are
changed,
changed. There's
and
no yeah,
it's for
maybe
the
there's
better.
yeah. Yeah, it's
It means that there
interesting.
isn't any.
Yeah.
It
It's
means
like,
just that we'll just see where we go with this. And I love him. I don't want to leave him. I don't want to be with anyone else but him, which is where I stand. And um, who knows?
you don't but you don't know where you're gonna and be though.
I have no expectations of the future in marriage, in anything. I'm trying to live in the moment, but
Yeah.
I do take certain things to heart. I expect him, as I put expectation on myself, to keep to the vow that we made, because I did deeply and still do deeply feel those vows are what I feel now today. I do. I I do feel an importance on vows. Whether you go through the whole church ceremony or not, you can vow anyways. You can not write your name on a paper that says you're in a marriage, but still vow to someone that you're going to be honest, you're going to be true, you're going to support, you're going to be there for someone, um, and take care of them and care for them. I really like that. I really
Yeah, I
like
know.
that. And I have taken that to heart and I've lived that. And so has he. In all the hard times we've had, he's never taken off.
Hmm.
Maybe in mind and in heart he has, because he had to
Yeah.
for whatever reason. I was temporarily insane for 5 years.
Yeah. See, me and
But
Jamie, I don't think we've kept our vows to each other.
yeah.
We've gone outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that makes things much more complicated.
Yeah, I don't yeah, I don't know. Like I saw her the other day. She was on we were at Music in the Park.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just standing there and we were watching Jacob. He was playing music and we were with a friend and her parents and Jacob went up and there she was and he gave her a big hug and I was just like, ugh, awkward.
Who gave her a hug?
Jacob, the guy that was playing music.
Jacob gave her a hug.
She's just always around, right?
Yeah. Why is she always around?
Because it's a small town. Everyone's all around.
Yeah. Why is she always around?
You know, and actually I just asked him the other day, do you ever see Tania when you go pick up the girls from Frisbee? Because her daughter is at the Frisbee camp.
Mm-hmm.
So he like, you know,
And his answer was,
he's like, no, I know. He's like, do you want to go pick them up right now? And I was like, no.
that was an interesting response.
Yeah. Anyways, it's it is what it is. That's another topic for another time.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a whole other topic.
Well, we're going to see you soon.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait. One
Yeah.
week, 1 week away,
1 week away.
seven
Yeah.
days.
And I'm gonna be footloose and fancy free.
Footloose and fancy free.
Yeah.
I can just see you kind of frolicking around when you come.
Yeah, we haven't really been doing much. I really can't wait to leave Grand Forks, actually. I'm
Good.
looking forward to that. Like, it's nice here. This is where people come to vacay,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely looking forward to coming to the ocean and
Yeah.
and obviously seeing you guys.
Obviously.
Obviously.
All righty. Well, I should go.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
Talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. All right, well, that's it. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Two Sisters, Two Mics, the Unapologetic podcast. It's been a blast.
Hoped you liked it. If not, that's all right. We'll be here again.